An international police operation has shut down an online marketplace used by cyber criminals. Dubbed Operation Cookie Monster, it seized Genesis Market, which cyber criminals have apparently been using to buy 36,000 stolen identities containing Australians' credit card information, home addresses and passwords. Well, joining me to discuss more is cybersecurity professor Nigel Phair from Monash University. Welcome. We've got 8 arrests across 3 states and at least 23 search warrants. How big is this operation on an international scale, Nigel?
Yeah, g'day, Cory. It's pretty big. There's been law enforcement action in the UK, the US, the Netherlands. We'll probably see some in Asia because that's where it's believed one of the principals is residing. But at the moment, they're just going through the high-value targets in Australia, and they're the ones that have spent the most and bought the most, obviously, via transactions on the website.
Well, it seems Australia's become a particular target. I mean, there was a regional Queensland council's been hit by a ransomware attack this week. So first we had Optus, Medibank, now this. Is Australia a soft target, a juicy target for these, scumbags who are trying to extort money out of people?
Yeah, we're extremely soft and very, very juicy. For a little jurisdiction, we're very rich to cyber criminals. We pay up all the time when it comes to ransomware, for example. Our corporates just don't invest sufficient enough effort into cyber risk management. They all want the good from being online. They all want the good from transacting with people. But when it comes to actually investing in cyber risk management, that is actually doing controls and protecting data and protecting systems, which in the end protects individuals. That just doesn't happen. And so we're the low-hanging fruit internationally of cybercrime.
Well, what does it mean, though, for the average person whose details are leaked online? Someone can assume their identity. What's the potential risk to or upheaval to their lives if that gets in the hands of a ne'er-do-well?
Well, as we've seen with this marketplace, the Genesis marketplace, it's just been taken down. They've been giving examples where criminals have sold access to someone's device. The criminals have used that access to get bank account details and the like, login details, and then use those bank account details to do legitimate transactions elsewhere globally. So there's been people losing tens and tens of thousands of dollars. When we look at some of the other data breaches where it's the collection of a username which is usually an email address and a password, because so many of us use that same username and password across multiple logins, criminals use that, they change other details, they do consumer credit, they might get a mobile phone plan, for example, using those details, or other identity theft and takeover.
Yeah, so it has real-world implications for people, and then picking up the pieces is often a very tedious task. More broadly, top tech talent in Australia, they're used to fleeing the nest in search of billions, and they go to Silicon Valley, among other places. But now I'm told ASIO are attempting to keep them here fighting foreign agents as part of their new graduate program. Is there anything specific that's prompted this? Are we under foreign cyber attack perpetually?
Oh, absolutely. Just day in and day out. Yes, as we've just discussed, there's serious and organised crime seeking to do us harm, and they're in it for the money. But when we look at nation states and those that are actors on behalf of nation states, they're trying to get government secrets. They're interested in things like if there's an upcoming trade delegation that might be visiting a nation, always a better idea to know what the delegation's position is on trade before they get there. So obviously ASIO are in the business to try and solve those problems and protect Australia and the Australian government. That's why they need lots and lots of cyber experts to help them in that.
Yeah, but we also need the business of those who are developing devices and technology for use in this country for our prosperity. So you're going to have to train more graduates and get them out there working both in security and in the business scheme. Nigel Phair, thank you so much for joining me on Sharry tonight. Really appreciate it.